Welcome to Wakanda, Bruce. It's been too long since your last visit. The city has grown since you were here. New technology districts, expanded research facilities. How was your flight? I hope the stealth jet I sent made the journey comfortable. Shuri wanted to add more modifications, but I told her you prefer function over flash. How are things in Gotham? Good to see you again. Wakanda is impressive as always. The jet was perfect, no modifications needed. Gotham's the same as ever, criminals never take vacations. Alfred sends his regards. He's still impressed by Wakandan medicine after his last injury. Your doctors saved his life. I owe you for that. You're right. There's business to discuss. Walk with me to the observation deck. I want to show you something while we talk. How's Robin doing with his training? Last time we spoke, you mentioned he was improving rapidly. Shuri asks about him sometimes. She thinks he'd enjoy seeing our technology labs. We should arrange a proper visit when this current situation is resolved. Robin's doing well, he'd love to visit the labs. Shuri's inventions always impress him. But you're stalling, Chala. That's not like you. What's the situation that needs both our attention? I've known you long enough to recognize when something's weighing on your mind. Whatever it is, we'll handle it together. Just tell me what we're dealing with here. There's a mercenary called Death Grip who's been targeting world leaders and heads of state. He's already killed 3 presidents in smaller nations. His method is unique and disturbing. He uses pressure point manipulation combined with nerve toxins. Victims appear to die from natural heart attacks. By the time anyone realizes it's murder, he's gone. Intelligence agencies across the world are struggling to track him. An assassin who makes murders look like natural causes. That's sophisticated work requiring medical knowledge and combat training. What makes him different from the dozens of other assassins operating globally? There has to be a reason you're specifically concerned about Death Grip. Is he targeting Wakanda, or someone close to you personally? Give me the full picture so I understand the threat level. He sent me a message 3 days ago. A single photograph of my sister Shuri walking through the market district. No words, no demands, just the photo. It's a declaration of intent. Death Grip doesn't negotiate or ransom. He just kills his targets. Someone hired him to eliminate Wakandan leadership. We don't know who hired him or when he'll strike. He could be in Wakanda already, disguised as a citizen or tourist. A threat against Shuri makes this personal. I understand why you called. Death Grip operates through patience and planning. Assassins like him study their targets for weeks before striking. That gives us time to prepare. What do we know about his background? Real name, country of origin, training history. Every killer has patterns. We find his patterns, we find his weaknesses. Start with what intelligence you've gathered. His real identity is unknown. Intelligence agencies believe he trained with multiple organizations. Russian Spetsnaz, Chinese Special Forces, possibly League of Assassins based on his techniques. He's a ghost who only surfaces when he kills. The pressure point technique he uses is ancient, passed down through secret martial arts schools. Combined with modern nerve toxins, it's nearly undetectable. Victims just drop dead without visible injury or struggle. Let's get Robin's input.
Death Grip uses pressure points, which means he needs direct physical contact with his targets. He can't kill from a distance. That's his limitation. Every assassination requires him to get close enough to touch the victim, even if just for a second. If we create situations where physical contact is impossible, where Shuri is protected by barriers or surrounded by people constantly, he can't execute his technique. He'll be forced to break pattern or reveal himself trying.
Robin's tactical thinking is sound. Physical contact requirement is exploitable weakness. We can use Wakandan technology to create personal shields around Shuri that prevent anyone from touching her directly. Energy barriers that look invisible but block physical contact. Death Grip would have to disable the shield first, which requires time and creates opportunity for us to respond. But shields can fail or be sabotaged. Shields are part of the solution but not the complete answer. My plan involves creating a decoy. We make Death Grip think he's successfully killed Shuri when he hasn't. I'll use holographic technology combined with your Wakandan cloaking systems. The decoy appears to be Shuri in public spaces while real Shuri stays protected. Death Grip strikes the hologram, reveals his position and method. We capture him immediately. Using my sister as bait, even a holographic version is risky. If Death Grip realizes it's a trap before striking, he'll disappear and we lose our chance. He's patient enough to wait months or years for another opportunity. Worse, he might target someone else in my family out of spite. My mother, my council members, anyone close to Wakandan leadership. We need to ensure this works on the first attempt.
Your Majesty, Master Bruce, if I may offer perspective, this Death Grip individual has successfully killed multiple world leaders. He's clearly skilled at identifying traps and security measures. A holographic decoy might be too obvious for someone of his experience. Perhaps instead of trying to trap him, you should focus on identifying who hired him. Remove the contract, remove the threat. Assassins rarely work without payment.
Alfred makes a good point about following the money. While we set up the holographic trap, we simultaneously investigate who wants Wakandan leadership dead. Limited number of nations or organizations benefit from Wakanda's destabilization. I'll track financial movements, communication intercepts, anything that points to the contractor. We pressure the person who hired Death Grip, force them to cancel the contract or reveal themselves. 2-pronged approach covers both angles. Financial investigation while preparing the trap. I can work with that strategy. Wakandan intelligence will handle local security and the shield technology. You focus on tracking the contractor and preparing the holographic decoy system. When Death Grip makes his move, Wakanda's warriors will be ready. This assassin made a mistake threatening my family. He'll learn that Wakanda protects its own. We'll end this threat together, Bruce. Thank you for coming.